Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome to another live stream where we've got quite a bit of content to go over, quite a few things. But today, you probably can tell by the thumbnail, we're going to discuss today buffs to Devastator and Superion. So there's nothing set in stone. I'm going to put out there first. But I want to ask everyone. So we're going to go through the things, but I want to ask everyone first. So NJ Hoist does this, and it's pretty good. So what buffs would you like to see to Superion and Devastator? So what would you like? It's not going to be a rework, so I'm not going to change it totally, but which ability would you improve? How would you improve it? So that is the question for today. How would you improve Superion and Devastator? So there's quite a few things to go through today, but first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed. And a big thank you to everyone that's joined my Discord. Big thank you to everyone that's done those. It's really helpful to support my channel. The more subscribers I get, the more views I get. It promotes my channel. And then the more people are in my Discord, it helps me to know what you guys sort of want from my channel. And recently, I've enabled donating. Now, I say to everyone, you don't have to donate, guys. It's not essential. You can still watch my streams, you can still join in, you can still talk to me in Discord, but we've recently added a VIP section to Discord. Now, to get VIP, you've got to have donated £20 or $20 to the channel. Now, there's quite a few guys that are pretty close, and so for that, what you're going to get is you get a VIP chat, which is totally separate from the whole server. You get to be able to make content requests, so you can request to me direct what you would like to see in the stream, and I will try and he's putting me off already. I will try and put that in the stream either that week or the week after, and I'll tell you when I'm going to try and do it. We've also got an upcoming exclusive where I'll talk about what we're going to talk about in the stream tonight. Any new stuff that I'm doing, so I'm going to put in there when I'm testing the new bots, where we're up to, and it's just a bit more of a detailed explanation of what I'm doing and what's happening in the server and what's happening in terms of playtesting. So a big thank you to Grind Time for donating to the server. Like I said, it's not essential, guys. I think Grind Time is pretty close now. I think he's up there with the rest of them. So I think there's 4 people on £15, $15. So once you get to 20, I'm also considering as well that once you do become a VIP, you'll be made a moderator in the stream as well. So all my mods in Discord are moderators anyway in the streams. But if you donate to the channel and get over £20, $20, you'll be made VIP. So yeah, and that does take Wozza over the threshold. So that would mean that after the stream, Wozza will be made a VIP in Discord. So welcome. So let's say a few hellos first. Let's go through the chat. Just get the chat up. We are live. So Gav was first in the stream. Welcome. We've got Bruticus, who's a regular in our Discord. We've got Bat Farmer. We've got Buff Dudley. We've got Grand Galvatron, who's one of our mods. We have Jason Rowley. Welcome to the stream. We've got Denal Kid. How's it going? Windchaser. And we have who else? Sharks here, who's another mod in our stream. Michael Allen. Silverbolt. Is that everyone? Coulter, Thomas Elrich. And we have Steve Sangai as well, who's donated again. But yeah, big thank you. But yeah, to be honest with you, I've not done I know people might look at it and think, oh, it might be a bit of a cash grab or something like that. But what I wanted was I want something for people that donated on the server to have something back. So it wasn't a case of me to get more donations, just something really to have something to aim for. But I didn't want to have it too low where it wasn't exclusive. So it needed to be an amount that wasn't, not exclusive, but not a stupid amount. I wasn't going to make it like £100. That's a cash grab. wanted to make it something reasonable that someone could aim for to be a VIP in the server. So yeah, although like you said, people donate sometimes just because they want to. You can be made VIP. You don't have to come in the VIP section, but it's just something for people to get something back. So me just saying thank you to you guys. I did actually look at doing merch for those that donated, but I looked into shipping fees, and the shipping fees are about £30 just to ship something to America, and about £40 to China. So after actually, making the merch, creating it, and posting it out, yeah, you're probably looking at about £100 plus for donating just to get merch. So it wasn't ideal, but it's something we could do in the future. But yeah, sadly, the purchasing, the postaging, just wasn't feasible. Yeah. So so what we're going to talk about today. So like I said, all this information has already been in the upcoming exclusives part of the VIP chat. You will know that before the stream. You can ask me to put something else in there. But today's stream, so we're going to talk about the newsletter. There's some important info in there. I try and leave that to Engineer Hoist. If you're not subscribed to Engineer Hoist, go and check that out. He streams about 2 or 3 hours after mine. So go and check him out, guys. The real OG of streamers. One of the first streamers that I watched from Transformers Earthwars, and a really cool guy. So make sure you go and check his stream out later. He generally always covers the newsletter. So if you don't get the newsletter, you can always go to his stream to watch it. I just cover the newsletter when there's some important info in there, and there is this week. So if you've not seen the newsletter yet, we'll go through that. We're also going to be talking about the new combat bots. They aren't ready to be shown yet, so we're not quite there yet. They're going to be ready by next week, and the new combats are not coming this weekend. They're coming next week. So we'll definitely have them for next week, but we can talk about their abilities. I can't show them yet because they're not finalized, but I can talk about them. We are going to talk about playtesting and what we're doing at the minute and what's coming soon. And anything you guys want to talk about as well, we can talk about in the chat. So, yeah. So, to kick it off, let's look at the newsletter. So the event is hot wired. So it's a general prime core shard event. So I'm aiming to get an enhanced ordnance core. That's my big aim. I've still not got one yet. I still want it for my blades. I'm still undecided whether an enhanced ordnance core or whether to put primer on. But yeah, I do want to keep primer on. But if I do get a G metal enhanced ordnance core, then yeah, I definitely will be putting that on blades. 7.5 million alloy and energy on. And I was talking to Thunderbot from our alliance earlier about this. Basically, that alloy and energy on there, I think that the playtesters get a bit of a bad rep sometimes. And I think it's about time that I put something sort of straight. Basically, that alloy and energy is there thanks to the playtesters, because people think that the playtesters are quite a high level and all they want is for them to be a high level and no one else. And it's totally not true. A lot of the playtesters campaign for lower end players to have the ability to catch up. Now, I'm not saying that we want to give free 5 stars out, but things like more XP, Golden Lagoons, more of them, so people can purchase things and can catch up if they want to, catch up mechanics. We're trying to work out a way now to try and get through the HQs faster, because we feel like people get to HQ 10 and then because it's such a grind, they just give up. Now, I agree that HQ maybe 14 to 17 should be a grind. They're that higher HQ, especially 16 and 17. I think they're where they need to be. But I think up to HQ 14, there needs to be a massive catch-up mechanic so new players don't get bored. So we're looking at that. And one way we can do that is adding more alloy and energy on into events, lower down in events. Because we ask for more alloy and energy on for lower down players. We've all got, alternate accounts and low-end players, and our kids play the game and they struggle. And eventually, Space 8 put it in, but they put it in at different increments. So we said, listen, it's not fair. They all need to be lowered down. One of the first prizes you get to encourage new players to play the game and so they can get some nice rewards. So that was the idea. So those rewards that are in these events, those high alloy and energy on, is thanks to the playtesters. The XP that's in wars and the added XP that's coming raids and things like that, That's thanks to the playtesters. Catch-up mechanics to help lower-end players get through HQs faster. That's hopefully coming eventually at some point. That's a catch-up mechanic engineered by the playtesters. So a lot of the playtesters, like I said, are campaigning to help lower-end guys. What we want is more competition. We don't want a top 5 and that's it. We want a top 5, a top 20, a top 40, where, you know, anyone in those sort of realms can challenge the top 5. They might not win, but they can challenge them. We want more people up there. We want more people who are willing to put that grind in to get there. So I think it's important to get that out. The play testers are not all about the top guys in the game. Yes, they are important, but so too are the lower end guys. So I want to give a big shout out to all the play testers because honestly, they do a really good job. They don't get paid for it. They don't have any advantage. I mean, I get the advantage that I get exclusive, but they don't. So yeah, a big shout out to them. It's only triple XP. I always advise everyone, if you're going to spend on this game, don't spend on triple XP events. Try and stay free to play unless you really want to complete the event. But yeah, concentrate on the super XP events to get the most for your money. So it's 10 points per battle. So again, doesn't matter what zone you're battling. So just try and get them battles in. Try and get the most points you can. It doesn't matter if you're battling in zone 4. You get less XP, but you still get the points. You still get the prizes. So don't worry. I'd honestly try and stay free to play this weekend, guys. Total other prizes. So we got Alloy Combat Spark, which I'll use for my 5-star top shot. Yes, can't wait to level him up. So yes, buzzing about the Combat Spark in this event. Then we get in some shards. Did playtesters identify pathing and wall humping issues after the latest updates? Yes, Frisco, we did. Basically, there's been a lot of complaints about 6 gun. So 6 gun had a problem with obviously humping walls, and they tried to make a fix for him. And I'm not too sure about the details of it, but the apes just told us that they've done a fix for 6 gun to stop him from humping walls. Sadly, that has affected Sky Striker, and a lot of people are commenting about Sky Striker. I just suggest that if you've got a replay of one of your bots humping walls, send it into Space State. They can look into it, but they do know there's an issue, and I'm sure they will fix it. But yeah, 6 gun and now Sky Striker may be a bit of a liability. So Brad Chandler says Sentius gets stuck on wall. Well, he has for a long time. That's down to his bow. I think sometimes, well, the apes, they try and be inventive in what they do. I mean, Sentius gets stuck on walls because of his bow. His bow is great. That's what it's a great addition, but it caused problems. It's a knock-on effect. 6 gun. They gave him 3 different passive abilities. That's a totally new thing for a bot. And as soon as we saw that as playtesters, we were like, whoa, this is amazing. But that has caused wall humping. It's caused a few issues. So yeah, there's a few things that we've picked up on. But yeah, 6 gun and Sky Striker, we do know there's something that needs changing. So yeah. Yeah, Silverbot says he ignores rushes again. In terms of rushes, I actually went to Space Ape headquarters, did a video on it. Met a few people, and I actually asked them this. I was like, the most annoying thing is Prime Rush. It's never been fixed. And as soon as I said it, there was sort of a bit of a joke between all the apes were laughing. I was a bit like, what's going on here? And they said that literally they have tried everything. It has been an issue since day one. So basically, what you've got to think is that the Prime Rush works where he rushes and it controls the bots, say, yeah. So it controls Jetfire, say. It controls Jetfire in a way that is, say, that's A. So Jetfire behaves in way A. And maybe all the jets behave the same. But then you got to think that Sentius acts in way B. So then Prime has to rush, and then bots that react in or attack in way B, they have to react to Prime Rush. It doesn't work the same. Then you've got someone like maybe Cup, who's got a different passive. He operates in way C. And then you've got D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So you've got all these different kinds of bots, these 10 different ways that, you know, these bots behave, have all got to follow this one ability. And I know a rush sounds pretty simple. Oh, you just do it and they just follow. But obviously, to the programming, it's different because they prioritize different. They prioritize different defenses, prioritize which ability is more important. So yeah, it's an ongoing issue, and I don't think there's any fix for it, sadly. And that's why I just think rushing is a liability in wars. So I wouldn't advise anyone to rush unless there is certain bots. We know that Sensis doesn't follow. We know that Sixgun doesn't. We know that Lynx doesn't. We know Cheeto's pathing can be quite bad with his speed and things like that. So there's certain bots you know not to take, and there's certain bots you know you can take. Don't take Gunners. Don't take Cup. Things like that. Those bots are all liabilities. So yeah, carefully pick your bots, and use them wisely. That's what I'd say. But yeah, I don't think there'll be any fix for Prime Rush anytime soon. Coulthard says, it thinks like a fix if I worked at SA. Well, according to my alliance, I do, but honestly, I don't. But no, like I said, I'm no programmer. I just come up with ideas, and I've got a passion for the game, and I've got experience in gaming and just things like that, really. But yeah, I'm definitely no programmer, so I don't see that side of it. I definitely don't. So yeah, and the big news is that the new bots coming are Trailbreaker and Exhaust. Now, Exhaust, I'll be honest, I don't know too much about. So I went and read his bio. So I think in terms, it looks a bit like Wheeljack, I think. A lot like Wheeljack. But Trailbreaker, obviously, yeah, Trailbreaker's a fan favorite. And every time they've done a vote, I've voted for Trailbreaker without a doubt. Trailbreaker and Hoist, just for Engineer Hoist. I think he deserves a bot just because of who he is in the game. But yeah, Trailbreaker and Exhaust. Now, for those that have watched the cartoon, Trailbreaker was well known for his force fields. So I very much think that Trailbreaker will have some sort of force field. Now, Exhaust, on his bio, when you go and look at the actual bot, it says that he uses sort of smoke, a bit like, to sort of cover himself, which sounds a lot like Trax. So we did make a bit of a joke in the playtest chat, or I did, of him being Trax 2.0, which I doubt he will be. But I think they are going to be some sort of support bot. I don't think they're going to do damage. I think they're going to be some sort of shield. I doubt they're going to have different abilities. A lot of the bots recently have had the same abilities. So I really do think that Trailbreaker and Exhaust will have the same ability. So Coulthard says, give someone a shield. Well, you've already got Hot Rod that gives someone a shield, haven't you? You can pick a bot. And we've already said that that's not a good ability because it's so hard to, in a group of bots, to pick one bot out. And sometimes you hit a minion and things like that. And it can be really difficult. So it's not the best. Yeah, Steve Sandguy's put other tracks. And yeah, I don't think it will be. I really much doubt it. In playtesting, I don't think we're going to agree with that. I'll give you a little insight. So when they brought out tracks, Smoke Screen's G1 core, that smoke covered all the bots. And we were like, no. It's just too overpowered. Trax is probably the most overpowered bot in the game right now. And if you don't believe me, go and check every single war replay from any replay and go and check who's using Trax. Every single war attack, pretty much everyone is using Trax now. And you've got to think that there's guys with teams full of 5 stars that are using 4-star Trax. And you could literally use a 3-star Trax. I'm going to put 4-star Trax in the lab. I'm going to use 3-star Trax as a backup. So if you're putting a 3-star Trax in a team full of 5 stars, okay, not for long, but you can do. That's overpowered. That is crazy overpowered. So yeah, I would definitely suggest that there's not going to be someone else like Trax. But you've got to think that, personally, I don't know. Will they have some sort of shield like Defensor where it reflects? That'd be pretty cool. But then these Hotspot does it anyway. But without the rushing, I don't know. I'm a bit baffled. I'm a bit lost, honestly, and I can't wait to test him. So next week we'll have maybe a bit more to talk about it. Again, I can't reveal it. We're sort of on an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement with SpaceX, so I can't talk about it until they allow us. So I'd imagine that Trailbreaker and Exhaust will be available to talk about in the next couple of weeks. And as more info can be released, I will talk about it. And yeah, as we said, then we've got the 2 new combats, Smashdown and Razor Sharp. I really look of Smashdown. I think it looks really cool. Razor Sharp, not too concerned about, not too buzzing about it, but yeah. So the ability is every 10 seconds, your enemy's defenses are stunned for a few seconds. Damage against bots and combiners are increased. Now, I'm going to put a couple of things out there. Nothing is finalized. Little playtest disclaimer. Nothing is finalized. Nothing is set. I've been told that I can't show them yet in terms of stats. But currently, we asked them to be improved the stats. And the amount of damage that he does to combiners and bots is looking quite impressive for higher levels, 4 stars and 5 stars especially. The stun that he does is considerable. It's a bit like Pteranodon's Earthquake in terms of the size of it. It's not too much a size. But you got to think that you've got Top Shot for damage, you've got Flak, you've got Trench Foot, and you've got all these bots. Couple that with the fact you can stun defenses. And my whole philosophy is that no matter how good defenses get, no matter how much damage they do, if you can stun defenses, they're doing 0 damage. Doesn't matter if it's HQ 7, HQ 18, HQ 21, go as high as you want. If you can stun them for 10 seconds, it doesn't matter what damage they do, they're stunned for 10 seconds. Your bot's taking no damage for 10 seconds. So stun is a massive part in the game and very hard to balance. So I honestly think that this combat would be pretty decent. I don't think he's going to knock Top Shot off the top spot. Top Shot off the top spot. But I really don't. But I think he is going to be a very good combat. I don't think he's going to be another Trench Foot where people are like, meh, I don't really want this guy. I think he's going to be desirable. I really do. Onyx has put, we need if you're combined, I can have a mega mini bot. I think there's a lot in the game already. There's a lot. So I'm not too sure. Does it turn bots into gunners? Frisco, no, it doesn't. It's an axe, basically. So it's equipable on the same sort of bots that Terax is. So mostly for your warriors and special, I think it is. So yeah. Nothing about damage. The stun is key. Well, yeah, it is steep, but the damage is considerable. It really is. If you're struggling with combiner bots again and outpost bots, things like that, then yeah, this guy is probably a must-have. I mean, I was even considering putting Smashdown and Primer on a tank. That's how much I thought that it would be considerable. Primer. You can put Primer on a tank. Yeah, I was just thinking about. I like things that make you. I like things that make you think outside the box and make you question the way that you. So everyone puts Primer on a gunner. Everyone does. I don't know anyone that hasn't got Primer on a gunner of some kind or a jet or someone. But yeah, maybe putting Primer on a tank and putting this guy so he does even more damage. Interesting, because obviously you can't put Smashdown on a gunner. So yeah, it's something to think about. Yeah, exactly, Silverball. I'm not saying it's going to work. I've got to test him. That's just something I thought about today. But yeah, I think that it's going to be a good addition. I think that it's going to hopefully change the way that we consider how we use prime cores, and I love that. I love when something makes you change. I love the fact that we had Flak. It totally changed the game on how people use jets and how people attack. Totally changed it. And I think every now and again you need something like that changes the way that you think about attacking and things like that. And yeah, that's generally the newsletter. We've been that long that it's cancelled the game out. We've talked that long. Well, I have. Not you guys. I did notice a question. So Grand Galvatron think he will be getting Skyrain. Not anytime soon, because you got to think that if they're going to bring out Skyrain, then they've got to bring out a different combiner. They've got to bring out a Decepticon combiner. So if they do decide to do Skyrain, we've already got the bots there, and I don't think anyone's going to chase those bots. People will pretty much have them all already. So if they are going to bring out a new combiner, they're obviously going to monetize it, and that means that there's 5 new bots that the cons will have to chase, but the Autobots will have none, basically. Because I think the other combiner we were looking at, none of those are in the game. So I'm not too sure we will. Maybe eventually one day, but I don't think anytime soon. We've obviously got Computron coming soon, so that's a big part of it. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Obviously, Computron's coming next, and then after that, we'll have to wait and see. So at the start of the stream, I asked about people's buffs, what they think about Superion and Devastator. Now, we are currently playtesting these buffs, so I'd imagine these will come in the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even a week. Who knows? But we've only just started playtesting. We've all had a say, and we've all sort of looked at how we can improve it. So Arnav Garb has put that he would improve his rockets. Personally, I think that the rockets definitely need improving. I think the death ray definitely needs improving. The rush attack, maybe not. I don't know. Improved Devastator by giving him his eye beam attack as a 4-star. The problem is that they're not gonna rework it. Now, there's a difference between a buff and a rework. So a buff is where they take what they've already got and just improve it in some way. A rework is totally changing it completely. So they could give Superion, I don't know, some sort of reflect or hack ability instead. That's a rework. That's something totally new. They're just trying to buff it. They're not trying to make it the best combiner in the game. They just want to make it relevant. Because we did ask that question. We said, are we really sort of reworking this guy so he's totally changed? But no, it's just going to be a buff. But Jason Rowley said Superior should have an attack similar to Heavy Arms from Gundam Wing. I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a clue. I've never watched anything like that, so I could not even comment. But yeah. Yeah, so here's my take on it. This is purely my take. This is not coming to the game. It's not been decided. This is what the feedback that I've given. Because at the minute, Space Saver just sort of said, what would you guys like to see? So I've asked that the Death Ray should do some kind of AoE rather than just direct damage. So we did talk about something like Galvatron's attack, where it does a lot of damage in one section and then a bit around it. Someone did actually mention the Death Ray doing something like Warpath's ability, but someone did bring out the point that, the fact that Superion, looking at it from a 3D perspective, would stand high above the base. So it's not feasible that it would shoot right the way through. It's more feasible that it reaches over and shoots something. So that's sort of a bit out of the question, really. It looked a bit silly unless he sort of lay down on his stomach and shot. And yeah, I understand. Yeah, I agree it would be good. But then you got to think, add that on top of Warpath, then where does that go? But I don't know. Yeah. So we did say that his death rate definitely improving. And my point was that when you go for a combiner, when you want to chase combiner, you don't look at the 3-star ability, the normal abilities. So looking at the combiners, let's get them up a minute. So we've obviously got Omega Supreme in the lab. We've got the 4-star part. That will be there by tomorrow. Watch out for that in Discord. We're going to level them again. So obviously with Superion, we've got the Death Ray, we've got the Rocket, and we've got the Russian Smash. So Optimus Maximus, let's forget him. He's awful. So in terms of Defensor, so the 2 3-star abilities are okay. They're decent. But the 4-star ability is where it's at. The 4-star ability is what you want. When I'm picking my combiner, I'm picking which 4-star ability will do the job and be best. So that shield is the one you want. That's the one that you desire and want to chase. That's the reason you want the 4-star. That's the reason you want to get the 4-star box. Next, you've got Volcanicus. Again, the first 2 are decent, But again, you use it because you've got the 4-star ability. It's got a full damage and range, and it works well with the other two. So you definitely want the 4-star ability there. In terms of Victorion, the first two are good, but again, the Noble Sacrifice is amazing. Again, it's one reason that she stuns the defense. It's a reason that you're going to use the 4-star and chase it. So, and again, Mega Supreme, the 3-star part, they're pretty good. They're okay. But the 4-star should definitely be something else. It needs something else. So I suggest that my suggestion was that the be the main focus. And wow, Lucky Me has donated. I was reading through the chat. But yeah, thank you, Lucky Me. And that also makes Lucky Me a VIP as well. So after the stream, I will make you guys VIP. Thank you. So Jason Rowley has put as a point of reference for his, just picture Stray's ability fired an area similar to Swoop. Yeah, I think that might be quite difficult. That'd be pretty cool, but I think that's more of a rework because you'd have to change the way it totally works. So I don't think that's in the question. But Steve Sarangar has put that Superion should do something like a Titan Blast. The Titan Blast, I think, in terms of damage, I agree, but I don't think that would have to change the actual the visuals, the VFX, which is I think out of the question. They want to keep the VFX, but maybe add something to it. That's my understanding. So yeah, I think definitely more damage to the death ray, and definitely some AOE to the death ray, and I think the rockets need to do more damage. But yeah, I was obviously increases health. I didn't show that, did I? 1 second. Definitely needs an increase in health. I mean, it's a bit difficult because mine's quite low. But in terms of health compared to the others, well, then he's very low. He's very low in health. So I think more health, more damage in terms of just his DPS and his health in general. And I think that the death rate needs improving and the rocket needs improving. I don't think that the rush improving really. I don't think it's a bad one, but the Russian smash is what most combiners have, and that's just to get them into position. They all have some sort of ability which makes them rush or jump, and gets them into a position where you want them. So I'm not too sure the Russian smash really needs it a buff, but yeah. Yeah, these are sort of things we're fighting for. But then hopefully by next week's stream, we might have the new combat bots. We can talk more about Trailbreaker, and we can also talk more about Superion and Devastator. Hopefully, that'll be a great stream next week. So if you're not subscribed already, guys, and you're watching right now, then subscribe to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and turn notifications on. And all that is, guys, is that it will tell you that I have made a video or a stream. You can watch it live. You can watch it tomorrow. You can watch it next week. It just lets you know that I've done a video so you can catch up on all the latest info and you can know exactly what I'm sort of doing and any advice that we're giving out. Yeah. And like Steve has put, if you haven't subscribed yet, what the hell are you doing? Smash that like button. Why does everyone say that? Honestly, and even Mirage Jake as says that as well. Smash that like button. If everyone smashed their like button and smashed the screen, I'd be pretty fuming. But yeah, I don't get why everyone says that. Smash that like button. I'd never smash a button in my life on the iPad, but yeah. Anyway, Pat K, is it over? Oh, thanks. I'm boring you that much. Is it really that boring? No, it's the stream is generally an hour, Pat K. So yeah, I generally cover anything new in the stream first. Go through a few things. We do a couple of giveaways, something like that. And then generally any questions people have, they can ask. And I just generally just do a bit of gameplay because it can be just boring just listen to me waffle on for an hour. So although I will do gladly, but yeah, we'll try and do a bit of a gameplay as well. Michael Allen's put, how do I find Mirage Jake? Mirage Jake doesn't currently do live streams. He has no way of doing it. Basically, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. I think it's 40,000 in view time to do streams. I could be wrong with that, but generally you need quite a bit. So yeah, but he could be soon, but not on Earthwars. I think if he starts streaming, he'll be streaming Fortnite. He does play a lot of Fortnite, a lot of Fortnite, a lot of Fortnite. So yeah, I think if he does stream, he'll be doing Fortnite. But if you're watching this and you play Fortnite, then yeah, you can go and check his channel out. Especially if you play Fortnite, anyway. And I've guys put Fortnite. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big fan, but hey, I don't get how you can buy something in game and not benefit from that. You buy something in Fortnite and you get a costume. I don't get that. I don't get it at all. You buy something in this game, it improves your squad. It improves the way you can battle and makes you a better player. Whether I agree with that or not, that's that's different. Or as Grand Time Spot or a dance, yeah. So I get people wanting to spend to improve, but I don't get spending it for dances and for costumes. I mean, it makes him happy. I give him that as spending money for birthdays and things like that. I buy him things, and when he's done well in school, as a treat because that's what he likes. So I don't mind spending that, but personally, I just don't get it. But hey, plenty of people do. Plenty of people enjoy it. It's up to them what they want to spend their money on. So yeah, if you want to spend your money on that, then yeah, spend it. Why not? So let's do a bit of. So we've done a bit of a Zen farming today. We've got 2.1 million Zen. I'm trying to max it out. I'll get close to because Ability 11's coming. I've covered it in a few other streams. I think it's going to be really important to save your Spark. I think it's going to be really important to save your Zen. I'm not 100% sure yet that it's going to take Spark for Ability 11. But what you've got to think, guys, is that if you haven't got a lot of the bots at Ability 10 already, then Ability 11 is going to be way off for you. Don't worry that if you haven't got a lot of Zen, you're going to have time to save it. But there's going to be some sort of Zen shop in a way. I know they're going to use Zen as XP. We know that Ability 11 is going to use Zen. So there could be some other things. So, Zen's going to be quite important. So I'd recommend everyone to make sure you're getting the use out of Zen farming. I'll do a quick update on my account, what I'm doing. So I am saving my Spark as well. I've got 2.5 million. I want to get this up to 3.5 million. I want to increase that. Sharks to put maybe you'll need special Spark to upgrade Ability 11. I think that if they do that, it's going to be dangerous. There'll be a massive backlash, I think, if they do that, because everyone's been grinding Zen out, and it's a hard grind for Zen. It's not easy. And everyone's been saving Spark. So to bring out a totally new resource when they've just brought out Zen is going to be that's going to be bad, I think, for the game. They've already brought out a new resource, and everyone sort of agreed at the time that it could be good, and it was geared towards top players. So, we really don't want another resource in the game. I don't think it'd be fair to players. Yeah, exactly, Sailboat. I think everyone will go mental. So I think it's going to take Zen. They've already sort of said that. I think Zen. The question is, does it take Zen and does it take Spark as well? That's the question. Crystals wise, so quick crystal update. We are on 1,975 star shards. So we're a third of the way to our next 5-star. So after the last event, I got quite a lot of 5-star shards and dupes and things like that. So yeah, we're not a million miles away from the next 5-star. But the 5 stars we've got at the minute are amazing. And I don't think I really need any more 5 stars. So I'm quite happy with that. So I'm not going to chase anymore. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start saving all my 4-star crystals. That is the plan. See you soon, guys. That's where all donations go. Well, it does, don't it? It does, support the channel. It does support. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, fair point, Stephen. But yeah, I'll be honest with you. Whether I got donations or not, I would still be spending the same that I do on the game, regardless. I still have my budget that I spend. But I am going to save all my 4 stars. I am. And the reason for that is I don't have a single Computron bot. And I do know that I'd like to say who it was. I can't remember, but someone did ask earlier if that we will see a Computron event. Now, generally, whenever they bring a new combiner out, they always have a guaranteed crystal for that combiner, a guaranteed 4-star. I would like to say it's a non-dupe crystal, but I'm not too sure. I think someone in chat will probably put it right and say whether it is or not. But they always do a combiner event with a new with a 4-star event for a new combiner bot. So I've been quite unlucky, and I've got no 4-star Computron bots. Hence why I've got a lot of 5-star shards, because all I get is dupes. I don't get new bots. I was saying this, I've not had a new 4-star other than Chromia, which I got in the event for about 9 months in a chance event or anything. I don't think. I can't remember the last chance event that I got a bot in. I really can't. So I went through a phase of getting every single one. Every single chance event, I got the bot. And now I'm going for a stage where I'm just not getting them. So that's where it goes. So I've not got any Computron bots. So I do want Computron. So I need to start saving 4-star crystals. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to save every single 4-star crystal until Computron, all the Computron bots are available in Prems. And that's going to be a while. That's going to be like 6 months' time, I think. But I'm going to save every single 4-star crystal until then, and then pull them all. And then I'm going to hope that I get one or two Computron bots. I'm going to save my Prems. I'm going to save any bundles that I buy. I'm literally going to save every crystal going. And Grand Times put that'll be forever. Well, if I can save 5-star shard for 8 months, then I can save 4-star crystals, I'm sure. And then, yeah, exactly, Steve. If I get all dupes, I'll get my 5-star. I'll get my 5-star later up. We might have a new batch by then. Who knows? And then hopefully I'll have a couple of bots towards Computron. So literally I am on a crystal stash. And if you are, got a good amount of bots and you're short on Computron bots, I'd maybe consider that for you as well, because you're going to get more value for your money in 6 months' time when all these new bots that we're getting now are available in Prems. You got more chance of winning. Yeah, Vincent Lee, I agree with that 4-star bots won't do much for me right now. I agree with that. It'll help my collection, but the Computron bots will. I've got a lot of faith that Computron is going to be an amazing combiner. Amazing. I think that this is pure guesswork. I have no insight to this. And DXXC extra supposed to show defense, so I'll do that while I'm talking. Personally, you've got to think that between all the combiners, no combiner has a hack ability. So I really think Computron will have some sort of hack ability. So the fact that I've already got blades, and the fact that I've always said that as the HQs increase, hack will become more and more relevant, because as you hack higher level defenses, they will do more damage themselves. So I really do think that Computron will have some sort of hack ability. And every time they brought a new combiner out, it's been better than the previous, or at least equal. It's never gone worse. So for that reason, I think Computron will be the best combiner out. And I do think Omega Supreme one of the best combiners. I really do think he's up there with them. So if not better, like I said, equal. I think he is equal to the rest of them. So I think it's worth saving for Computron. I really do. Yeah, Steve. I think 5-star events happen every few months, but new batches are like every 6 to 8 months now. So I don't think we'll see a new batch until next year. But I think we'll see a few 5-star events. And I've got best combiner in the game. I really do. I personally think that. I really do. I like the fact they're going to hack, and I think that at higher levels will be more relevant. But we'll wait and see for that. I've already put my thing in to the apes. That I would like some sort of hack ability in Computron. I think it fits in with who he is. Maybe that's a pun all along. Maybe I've just guessed it right. I don't know. Hack a large area when chasing. Maybe it would be on death. It hacks an area. So we have defensor that gives a shield on death. We have Victorian that stuns on death. So why not have hack on death? So when he dies, he hacks the whole base. That would be ridiculous. Imagine that. Imagine hacking the whole base. I'm not too sure that would happen. Maybe in a large area. But yeah, who knows? But yeah, I just want to say hello to S Studios as well. It did give me a thank you and nice to meet you early on. So I want to say it back. Good to meet you too. So we'll do a bit of Zen farming for the end of the stream. So if you've got any questions, put it in the chat, guys. I will do the best I can. But in the meantime, as well, don't forget we have a Discord channel, and I'm sure one of the moderators will put it in the chat for me. We do have a Discord channel which has got about 500 plus members, where you can come and ask questions. And as I said earlier, we've just made a VIP area for those that have donated. So if you do donate, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. And that goes towards you being a VIP, and you go in the special VIP section. But yeah, there's a huge section in there. Don't be discouraged by that, because there is a huge lot of information in there. All my videos are in there. There's a lot of people willing to help. A lot of the moderators are good and give good advice. They're all good players in the game in different aspects. So yeah, they give a lot of good advice out. There's even other players that aren't even moderators. I mean, Lucky Me is one of the guys that go in there that give a lot of advice out to people. So you don't have to be a moderator just to give advice out. But yeah, if you need help, then the Discord channel is a good place to look. Yeah. Okay. So a bit of Zen farming. Before we do though, I've got to give a shout out to Grind Time and his alliance, Cybertron Ops. We're in a war with them currently. It's a really good war. It's looking quite tight. I mean, I know the scores right now are showing like a 2,000 point difference. Came right out of the blocks. We generally do that. It's our alliance. I don't know why things some alliances do, some don't. Some go a lot slower. But yeah, it's going to be a great war. We're very evenly matched. I can't say even now which way it's going to go. I think it's going to be a great war. I think it's currently 1-1. I think it's currently 1-1 in battles like recently. When I was in Cyber Ops, we got beat by Arc. But we were mid-event. We had a couple of players that were low level, so they caught us out. Then I went to Arc, and then Cyber Ops beat us. So I haven't been on the winning end yet of this battle. Maybe I'm the unlucky charm, so to speak. But yeah, it's going to be a good war. Regardless, I've got a lot of good friends in Cyber Ops, so a big shout out to them. But as I said to Grind Time, friends aside, in wars, they're still the enemy. Frenemies, so to speak. No mercy. And then after the war, we can talk about it. But right now, Grind Time is the enemy, even after his donations. But yeah, it was a fun. They are good. It's like anything. You still face off against your friends, and it's good to get one over them. But come and get me, bro. It's good to get one over on your friends, but after it, you can still laugh and joke about it. A lot of us in the stream, Lucky Me, Grind Time, Steve, we're all in top alliances and we're all in different alliances, but we all get on. But when it comes to wars, excuse the cliche, but we put our war face on and it's no mercy. And then we can have a chat afterwards. That's the way it should be. Pat Kaiser, I just watched this, just found this live stream, didn't even knowing about it. So one always like that. Watch it. There was no. Generally, yeah, I do this stream every time the stream the same week. Every week at the same time, Pat. So yeah. So I suggest that not only subscribe to my channel, but subscribe to Engineer Hoist as well. He does a stream on the same day in about 2 or 3 hours time. So I recommend you really check him out as well. A really cool guy, a really great streamer, and one of the OGs. So yeah, go and subscribe to Engineer Hoist as well. I will always plug his channel. I always will. He's a great guy and a great advocate for the game. And yeah, a really nice guy. Yeah. Okay. let's do a bit of Zen farming. I appreciate the sub, Pat K. Okay. Bit of Zen farming. Okay. We've gone through Zen farming. If you don't know how to Zen farm, go and check my video out about how to get the most from Zen farming. I don't want to go into it too much depth. We're here just to do a bit of Zen farming, have fun. So as you can see, we've gone through most of my top bots. For those that don't follow my channel, I have quite a few bots. Lie. If we can get down. So we've used all these bots already. So you can see there. I think we've got about 50, 60K, something like that already. So, yeah. See you later, Steve. Thanks for popping in. It's always a pleasure. Because Steve's thinking now, I don't need to watch Zen farming. I don't need to watch Zen farming at all. I know how to Zen farm. I'm getting off. Well, yeah, Steve is a top player in the game, to be fair. So, yeah, he could probably teach me a thing or two about farming. So, what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to try and balance my squad. So, I'm going to take a couple of tanks. I'm going to take Optus Prime because he can rush, even though sometimes it doesn't rush. It's about the conversations. Then we're going to take, I think we're going to take Dinobot. I like his ability. It works quite well. Then we're going to take a couple of gunners. So Jetfire, has he got top shot on? Yeah, that's okay. So we'll take Jetfire. We can't take the 4-star. He's got a 5-star there. We'll take Trax because he does a thing. Then we're going to take some support bot. So we're going to take No as a support bot. We're going to take Springer as a support bot. And generally, I try not to use healers until I get down to some sort of lower end bot. So I use my top bots first, especially the bots that can solo zones. Always take a combiner, and then I whittle it down. So I start using one bot to take out the zones. Then I go down to 2 bots. So I've done that previously. I was using teams of 2. So a tank and then a gunner of some kind or an AoE. And then now I think I'm on to maybe 3 bots at a time. But we need to be quick. We need to get through these battles very quickly. So we're going to take 5-star Ratchet. In fact, I'm going to keep him on because at the top, actually. I'm going to take a 4-star. 4-star Wheeljack and 4-star Ratchet. Any HQ16s we're going to back out from. They're not worth the hassle. We've used Defensor in War. Victorion. Okay. Zone 13. Always in Zone 13. It's got the best value. Well, S Studios, I've already used my top bots already. I've already used them, got about 50,000 Zen. I'm already halfway through the Zen farming. But now I'm going down to lower down bots. So generally try and use 1 at a time, then go down to 2 at a time, then go down to 3. Never take full teams in Zen farming. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. You'll get the most Zen from just using 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 at a time. Yeah, Pat K. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I am quite high in the game. So yeah, I am quite privileged to have these sort of bots. But again, it works. You're not gonna get the same amount of Zen that I'm gonna get, but you know, will still I'm trying to concentrate and do it at the same time. You will still get a decent amount of Zen by sort of following these rules. So I'm going to put Trax Cloud down there. Just give him some protection. This Prime's walking down, so just going to rush upwards there to pick him up. Keep him up. That's the idea. We'll put Trax Smoke down there as well. So it takes that out. Just keep him protected. We're going to rush up there as well. Again, we're not going to use Trax yet though. What we're going to do now is drop the combiner because they're behind the HQ. They're not going to pop any outposts, so they're pretty much safe. We've got a lot of defenses there that are going to hit them. We'll protect them for a while, but with 12 ability points now, it's going to start using a lot of ability points very quickly. We're going to run out, and then we're going to be in trouble. So we need to take all these out, really. So we're going to try and take these down the best we can. Do some AoE damage there. So we do need to take that cannon out as well. Not too bothered about that beam laser because it's been upgraded. We do need to reflect some of this damage back. And you can see, because it's quite a high level combiner, it's taking a lot of damage, basically. But yeah, it's coping well. So there we go. That's down. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to rush right over here. The reason for that is, I want to try and take down this mortar. And there we go. We'll turn around now, take out the mortar as well with top shot. And all outposts in check. And base down. So yeah, try and skip the outposts the best you can. It's about just taking bots where you think in a certain situation you can use them to, you know, skip bases. A lot of the bases in Zone 13 aren't the best design. But yeah, generally, guys, if you want to avoid people having an easy win on your base, put your outpost near to your HQ. That's generally the best idea. Then they cannot be avoided. People have got to go through them then. There's no rushing around them, there's no getting around them. So because of activated combiner, we want to be quick. We want to get through it. We just took out a gunner and a tank, so we're going to put in another tank. We'll put primal in, we'll put Sunstreaker in. We'll go back again. We're going to Zone 13 again. Keep going. So sometimes 2, sometimes 3 bots. Depends on the base. It all depends on the layout. Time traps, I'd take 3 for that reason. But yeah. S Studios, I think I remember you from my streams a while ago when I first started doing these streams, I think, yeah. What is Zen Energon? Zen Energon is a new resource, basically. It's like Energon, but it's a lot harder to get. You can only get it in Wars and in Z Energon farming, which you do through elimination mode. So, yeah. Okay, so we've got no bots that can jump. Bring a camp, we need to get up there first. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try something cheeky. We're going to try and get rid of all this section down here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to drop Sunstreaker here. We're going to get rid of all this. Get rid of all that. Let him get closer. Do it over there as well. We're going to drop the combiner. So we need to get all these structures, which is going to be quite difficult. Let's get rid of these as well. Even these. There's not a lot of defenses doing damage, so it's going to be a bit easier to get rid of them. Taking a bit of damage there. Yeah, that is true. That is a good tip, Windchase. That's a very good tip. That if you do have a Sharks combos, you can drop them and use Springer to get to HQ. That is an excellent tip. Tip of the stream. We're going to take that one out. Use that ability just to see. I don't think it's going to do anything, but then what we're going to do is then we're going to take Dynabot. And then they're going to path up and they're going to skip those 2 outposts. And because Sunstreaker has an AoE attack, we can take that out there. Do some damage there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put his ability down there so it doesn't hit Sunstreaker. Sunstreaker can take the other half out there. I think one more ability from Sunstreaker at the bottom there, and that's done. I don't think we're going to get the 15 ability points. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop the outpost there and distract all those bots. Let Sunstreaker do his stuff. That's not good. So we're going to do the boost down. Let's get rid of that cannon before it takes out Dinobot. And then it's going to be base down now. And there we go. Base down. 2 outposts intact still. 10,000 Zen with 2 bots. Pat K, you've had a shout out, but here's another one. Welcome to the stream, Pat K. The game hates me. I want to try get Superion, but it just gives me duplicates. I've always said to everyone, what you got to do, you've got to play the odds, basically. It's a game of odds. So if you're going to buy a bundle, make sure you're getting the £40 bundle for 40 crystals. Yes, it is quite expensive, but that is your best chance of getting any new box, any 4 stars. It really is. So, yeah, I would generally buy that. Don't buy anything where you don't get 1 crystal per dollar or pound spent, basically. You want the most value for your money. The $40 or £40 bundle, you want 40 crystals for. 1 tank, 1 gunner. Should we take skydive? No, we'll take pro. So I think we might need 3 bots now. We're scraping the barrel now. Someone did ask a question. Windchasers asked about a buff, about punch or counter punch. Well, basically, about 6 months ago now, maybe longer, we had a vote on which bots needed a buff. So we had a vote, and basically Streetwise won it, and Streetwise got the buff. And the ape said to me, or said to us, that punch came second, and they'll look at him next. So we presumed that was going to be quite soon, but no, it sadly wasn't that soon. So we don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully it's sooner rather than later. I think. Take out that section there. I should have maybe took an outpost popper with me as well, but I haven't took one, so that's a bit of a problem. Take that out there. And you can see I took proud because there's all sections there that are all sort of clumped together that we can take out. 1 more. So we need 12 ability points now. And then we can just pop the outposts. But then Rodimus is taking some incredible ability there. We're using ability points that we don't really want to use. And he's gone down, so we're going to have to take a different bot. We'll take Primal with us. I want to use 12 ability points to take that out, but then I need to use a heal thing just to heal them up. So let's use Ratchet, get up to full health again. But we do need to put them outpost first before we drop Computron, not Computron, Victoria, sorry. And then Cheetos popped out, so we do need the combiner. So we have used 4 bots this attack, which is not ideal. So there, Victorian, put her right in the middle. We want to try and kill them beam lasers, really. Want to keep her up there, so she does all that damage to that section there. We're here. You can see because she's taking loads of damage. Then, yeah, she's going to die quite quickly this time around. Noble sacrifice. There we go. And we just want to walk now, really. We'll use another boost, maybe. I don't know. Primal's doing a good job there, to be fair. But we do need to take that beam laser out quite quickly. And there we go, base down. So, 4 that one, not ideal. But you can generally get about, 4 or 5 attacks in, maybe 6 with a combine. I've been quite lucky this. They've been great, easy designs, but we've had no HQ16s yet. So we do get HQ16, just back out, guys. Don't even bother, really. The HQ cores make a huge difference. Record rule spoken like a advocate. Okay, we want to put some in. How long have we got left on Superion? Oh, I think keep saying Superion or Victorian, but yeah. 2 minutes left, so we've got 2 more attacks. So we'll put them in. Another gunner. Put another gunner in. I won't put Jazz because Jazz does very little damage in HQ. In that, for mine anyway. So I think we're going to use 4 bots. We need to use a healer. So we've got Wheeljack still. So we'll put Ratchet in for the last battle. We'll probably get 2 battles in, hopefully. 3 minutes left. I'm sure we can fast forward a bit. Studios, the best thing you can do is go and check out my video on Z Energon. I think I did it about 2 or 3 months ago now, maybe some go back. But yeah, I suggest you go and check that out. It's a really good video. Just cover everything basically you need to know. Right, with no AoE here now, but what we can do is we can pop Warpath here and get rid of all this middle section here, I think. I think we'll put Warpath down, Skyburst, and a healer. We need some gunners to get over them walls. And we need an outpost popper. That's why we've got a hotspot in there. Wreck and Roll, yes, I did get the Omega Supreme part. So in 16 hours, I will have a 4-star Omega Supreme. I cannot wait. I'm going to keep putting him in the lab, get him up to level 14, and then I might even put him in an outpost. That is the plan. Put hotspot there to put the outposts. Let the shield run its course first to reflect that damage back. And then we're going to put Combine down. Should maybe put on the other side, but never mind. So I'm going to think we've got Warpath, we've got Skyburst. Skyburst can take those 2 out on that side in 1. So we need to take this side out, I think. And hopefully take that beam laser out. Take that out because it's quite far away, that. And then walk down, we could do damage to this section here. Don't forget, once it's destroyed its target, it'll always go back down again. We might be able to pull all this, kill all the defenses and the combat box before she dies. Yeah, we will. So yeah, an easy win. So let's just kill her off now. And we can just fast forward now. We need to get through this base as quick as possible. Gunners are just stuck shooting all thing round, but they won't shoot the middle. Fast forward. 10,000. 0 hero, no new combat bot info. We've gone through a bit of the new combats. We can't actually show them yet till next week. They're still in development. Yeah, next week will be the main thing, the main sort of reveal and show. But we have sort of covered what they do and how they operate without going and test server, so to speak. Recommend, what's my thoughts on the get him? I actually agree with it. I'm not going to be awful because what really frustrates me is the fact that he is going to be available in. And we ran out of combiner. He is going to be available in the Shannick store, the 4-star part. It is going to be available. So you've got to think that he's available for free-to-play players, but at a later date. So if you're annoyed because you're not getting the 4-star part, how much would you have to spend and invest to get a 4-star combiner? How long would it take? There's people now that have been playing the game since the start and still don't have 4-star Superion because they've been trying to get bots and don't spend that much on a free-to-play for whatever reason, and I get it. But if you save your Shannick for the next 6 months, you'll probably get the 4-star Omega Supreme part. So you will be able to get him free-to-play. It's just that like any game, that if you spend, you get him now, free-to-play have to wait for it. Like everything else in this game. So you know, I agree with it that, make it hard to achieve, make it desirable. Don't give it out to everything because it loses its sort of, it loses its impact. If you're going to give everyone in the game, say they brought a new 5-star and give it everyone in the game, well, it loses its sort of appeal really because everyone's got it. If you make something rare, it becomes more desirable. So I do agree with the points it needed. 2 mil was maybe a bit too high. 1.5 mil was a good gesture. I like the fact they did that. But if it wasn't available free to play, I understand people getting annoyed, but it is a 4-star combiner. It really is. It's gonna be hard to achieve, So I do agree with it in a way. But I do agree that they put it in the Shanix store. I like that, but I think it could be a later date down the line. I really do. Pat K's asked, do I have Grimlock? Yeah, I have most bots, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie. Where is he though? I don't really use him. The problem with Grimlock is for me, I think he's been badly developed. I think that he has very good damage, but not that good health. And he's very quick with a speed of 3, so he just runs off and dies, basically. He's got an ability that puts him out front. He's fast, so he goes out front. He's got great damage, but then has poor health. So why would you have a bot that's a front runner and fast with not that good health? And, if you think of Grimlock, you think of strong and powerful. So for me, Grimlock should be one of the most powerful bots in the game, but he's just not. He's not kept up with the meta. Sadly, I think with him, I think a speed decrease would help him. But I know a lot of people like the speed, the way they use him. So yeah, I think it is what it is. Studios, am I part of a TFAW program? Well, I am an official content creator, but all that means is that Space Ape will sort of promote my channel and sort of give me some perks. So they do give me some codes to give away for people to win. So I do get that. They also give me exclusives on bots and things like that. So I get the exclusives so I can show the bots before they actually come into the game. I get I'm a play tester as well. So I get to test the new things and give my opinion on new things. So I do help Space Ape. I don't work for Space Ape. I'm not a Space Ape employee in any means. Some of my alliance disagree. They think that I work for Space Ape, but I really don't, honestly, guys. I just help them sort of try and make a better game. And there's quite a few of us do that. I think I'm the only one that's a play tester and a content creator. No, it's Alpha Prime. I'm lying. Alpha Prime 2. So yeah. But yeah. I'm a jack of all trades, so to speak. But yeah. Jason Rowley's put that the 4-star Mega Supreme part was well outside my reach, but wasn't burned out it because all my combiners are 4-star. Well, yeah, if you don't really need him, it's not a big issue. He is really good. But if you've got all the rest, then maybe. Michael Allen's put, he's been playing about a year and a half, and a Mega Supreme will be his first 4-star combiner. Cool. Studios wants Blaster and Soundwave to transform. Yeah, that's come up in the past. Yeah, any animations are really hard to change because they've got to get an art designer to sort of change it, and it's a total rework. They don't like reworks, SA. They don't. They prefer buffs and nerfs. Well, not. I say that they haven't nerfed any bots in a long time. To be fair, they haven't. They've done fixes. That's a difference. That really is. A fix is just making the bot go back to how it should have been. So yeah. War is getting tighter. Is it? Let's have a look. Hot Rod and Grimlock work well together, but it costs points. Agreed. I think for the cost, for what it costs, it's not ideal. That's what I think. Kultar says he buffs a lot of bots for us. I wouldn't say I buff them. I balance them. So yeah, I do what needs be. I give my opinion on something is too strong, something is not strong enough, and I give my honest opinion. I think that's important in play testing, that you give your honest opinion and you don't take your own account or your own desires in there, and you try and stay impartial for what's good for the game and not good for you. I think that's a really important part of play testing. Yeah. Okay. So we're at towards the end of the stream, so we're going to do a giveaway. We always try and do some giveaways. So we always do some giveaways in our Discord. We do some giveaways on stream. So today we're going to do a bit of an easy giveaway. We're going to make it slightly easier. We've got quite a few new members watching the stream, so we're going to make it easier, but not too easy. You've got to have been watching the stream, you've got to keep your eyes peeled, or you could just copy everyone else. Who knows? So we're going to do a couple of questions. So only one question each, guys. If I see you spamming the chat, you will not be selected. I will just pick someone else. Just a warning. So I'm going to do random stabbies. So one answer each, guys. And we're going to give some Sunstreaker Wozza secret stash crystals out, which can contain either boosts or spark or prem shards. I have asked SpaceX to try and improve these, make them a bit better. They said they'll look at them, but nothing come back yet. So I will chase it up. Pack K, we're going to do a bit of a giveaway. And then after that, we'll end the stream. So a bit of a giveaway. Yeah, just in time, Arnav Gav. Just in time. But if you did leave the stream for a bit, you might not know the answer. So I talked earlier about Computron and my desires for how he would work and his abilities. So what ability did I say I would like Computron to have? That is the question. So my question again is, I mentioned earlier in the stream that Computron should have some sort of ability. So I said, what would I like Computron to have as a ability? That's the question. I'm going to give it a minute for everyone to get their answers in. Like I said, if I see that you are spamming the chat, I will remove, or not remove you, but I will take you out of the competition. But yeah, if you do win, guys, all you got to do is contact me on Discord, Sunstreaker Wozza. I'm quite easy to find. I doubt there's very many Sunstreaker Wozzas out there, so should be quite easy to find. Contact me on Discord, just saying your name in the chat and that you've won, and I will give you your code, which is redeemable in game. So we'll give it another 30 seconds, then we'll do another giveaway. We'll give it a couple, and then we're going to do a giveaway in Discord where we just do a multiple choice. Basically, we ask a question, we give you multiple ways or multiple choices, and then yeah, we pick a winner. But be careful because the mods are onto this. What the mods do is they put the wrong answer in the Discord question. People copy them in the Discord, and then the moderators change their answer to the right answer. And that's not for them to win. It's just because everyone doesn't know the answer and just copy everyone else. So the moderators think, okay, I'm wise to this. I'm going to put the wrong answer, so everyone copies me, and I'm going to put the right answer. So literally, guys, when you're answering Discord, literally just answer what you think it is. Don't copy everyone else. Because we've literally had times where 50 people have answered, you know, A, and the correct answer is C. And we've had 10 correct people picking C. You know, so it does happen. Don't always pick the answer with the most, the answer that's got the most answers. I've been picked the most. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's pick a right answer. Let's pick. So what I'm going to do straight away, because he's quite new to the stream as well, Bat Farmer answered the question right according to my screen. So he's going to get a one straight away. I'm going to give one to Bat Farmer. So congratulations, Bat Farmer. You have won a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal. And let's see who else we pick. And then we've got Blackout Croc. Congratulations. You have won a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal as well. And then we're going to pick one more, I think. Why not? And Wind Chaser as well. So Wind Chaser, you have won. So we've got Bat Farmer, we've got Wind Chaser, and we've got Blackout Croc. Congratulations, you have won a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal. So contact me on Discord. You don't have to join the channel if you don't want to, but just message me on Discord, just saying, hey, my name was whatever on the stream. I've won a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal, and I'll throw a link over. Congratulations. Like I said, we are going to do a giveaway on Discord either tonight or tomorrow. So I normally leave about 12 hours for people to answer. So look out for that. But yeah, as always, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, guys. I think we're at nearly 1,200 subs now. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick update on how many subs. We've got a few subs this stream. Oh, no, sorry. What am I saying? 2,100. Wow. 2,102 subscribers. So yeah, we're trying to hit that 3,000 mark now. We're getting there quick. It's only, a few weeks ago we hit 2,000. So let's get to that 3,000 sub mark. And if you're not in the Discord channel yet, especially if you're a new player, I recommend you get in that Discord channel. It's great for information and for advice. If you've got any questions, there's always someone on hand to give you some sound advice. And yeah, generally I look in there, and if I see someone give some really good advice, I'll give them a thumbs up, so you know that advice has got my seal of approval. I've gone, yeah, that is great advice. Yeah, and if not, the mods are always there, and the mods always give good advice. So yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in. So it's been a great stream. I really enjoyed it. Lots of good info, and like I said, a few new people in the stream. Good to see them. Don't forget to go and check out Engineer Hoist's stream in about 2.5 hours time, hour and a half time. Someone will correct me, but yeah, I think it's about an hour and a half, 2.5 hours time. Go and check that out. Engineer Hoist stream, really cool guy. Covers the newsletter and a lot of new info and a lot of talk on the Transformers toys that he covers. So yeah, really cool guy, and I'm going to try and stay up for that as well. And yeah, I will see you there. I will see you in Discord. I'll try and hang around there after the streams for an hour or so in between now and Hoist's stream. So yeah, I will see you there. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Really appreciated. And thanks for watching, guys. And as always, peace out.